Wednesday morning. My name is Sandra Kahunde, coming to you live from Broadcast House, Nile Avenue. It's a beautiful Wednesday, the 19th day of July 2023. Happy to be here to celebrate women yet again. That is what we intend to do as a national broadcaster each and every single morning. That is from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, from the hour of 10 a.m. till 11 a.m. Listening to their stories, their journey, how it has been like for them choosing a particular path they're in, and inspiring the young girls out there, and not forgetting the parents are trying to figure it out for their children. And for those of you who have tried to move steps, and you're like, no, I need to change my path. This is not what I'm meant to do. Yes, they're here to share with you, women in business, what has enabled them to flourish, how they've maintained the branding, and how they do balance. Because everyone wants a portion of a woman. She's a parent. She has to empower the community, to empower people in the communities where she lives. And then not forgetting, when it comes to their faith as well, there's ministry that is intended for them. They have to cater for the home and inspire the young generation at the end of the day. So we need a portion from a woman. They are super women, brilliant women, are ready to go and place their best foot forward. Well, this morning, the beautiful ladies I'm having with me in studio, I am having Kahunde Rashida. She's the section manager production, that is Jenna Herbals Uganda Limited. And I'm also having Sandra Narubandwa. She's a nurse for Rida Medical Clinic, and they're going to be letting us know more about them and how come they took that particular path. Is it about doing sciences? How do they incorporate the ICT in their day-to-day life? And how can they empower someone out there who really wants to walk into their footsteps? You cannot definitely turn out to be that exact person, but at least you listen to their stories. They will help you nurture or make the right decisions at the end of the day to also stand out and shine and be an inspiration to many women out there in the societies we do live in. You're most welcome to the program. I'll start at the extreme end.
Okay,
let me start with Rashida. Rashida, good morning.
Good morning, Sandra.
How are you? Tell us more about you tell us more about Jenna and exactly what you do at Jenna.
Okay, thank you, Sandra. My name is Kahunde Rashida, and I'm a section manager at Jenna Herbals Uganda Limited. Jenna Herbals Uganda Limited is one of the best herbal manufacturers in the country. It's actually the best. I won't say one of the best. It's actually the best herbal manufacturers in the country. We are mostly known for our biggest product, that is Covidex, but essentially we ventured out to better products. Now we have other products. We have products like Jenna Cough, Jenna Flu. We have powders like Atemune, and we have so many. We also have sickle cell products, which are also very good. Then we also have some for peptic ulcers and all that. Now, for me at Jenna, I'm in charge of the production. So all these products you're seeing on the market, those beautiful products that people are enjoying, people that we are calling upon people to enjoy, those products are supervised and produced under my supervision. So I work hard to ensure that we get these very highly quality products from Jenna. That is our biggest goal, to ensure that these products are of the quality that is needed for the country to be able to enjoy. Then we also venture out to the global world, everyone else to be able to enjoy and benefit from most of our products. And the good thing about it is that we are not using the most expensive raw materials. We are also supporting our country. We are supporting the people in Uganda. We are buying our raw materials from our Ugandan people. So, and we are using the easiest, the simplest, the ones that you can be able to find in Uganda. We don't need to look for further. We just get most of our raw materials from these people. Thank you.
Okay, amazing work that you're doing. One would wonder what causes, what could have shaped you into the kind of woman you are, or maybe place you in that particular field that you're operating in at the moment?
Okay, at the university, actually, I pursued a Bachelor of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences. Now, this entails concentrating on industry, pharmaceutical manufacture of products, then also drug research, drug design, all this. This is what a pharmaceutical scientist does. So you study drug research. That means you first find out the drug, and then you're able to research to see whether it actually works. So if it works, then you get to the point of determining the dose you're going to give and in which dosage form. So that is what we study. Then when it comes to manufacture, Yes, you'll find that a lot of us are in the manufacturing world. You'll find us at all these companies, and the biggest number actually employed at Jenna, we're about like 8 of us. So we are very many. We are so many in Jenna that it is a big deal. Then I also pursued a master's in pharmacognosy, which is mostly herbal medicine and any other natural source of medicine. So these all help me and shape me into the person I am at Jenna, and also being able to send out these wonderful products from Jenna.
Wow, beautiful. So if you take a step or you happen to visit Jenna, look out for Rashida. So professional and passionate at what she does. And I shall help train the young ones who are coming up and you want to walk into the same path and do the courses she turned out to do. We have more questions and we really want to hear more from her. But before we get back to Rashida, Sauda right here, how is your morning? And tell us more about you and the kind of path you're operating in.
Thank you, Madam Sandra. My name is Sauda from Farida Medical Clinic. It is located in Namere after Mperere. I myself am a nurse. I work with Farida Medical Clinic. It's a clinic. It's not a medical center. It does good things like general nursing, family planning, dispensing, everything. So, yeah.
So there's somehow you took the same path, the profession when it comes to sciences.
Yeah, I took the
Is
same.
it because someone in the family took the same path, or you were like, I know this is Sauda, this is what I really felt, that inner voice in me was telling me this is why I'm supposed to turn out to be like?
Okay, about my family, we have a lot of professions. Like we have doctors, we have nurses, we have midwives, we have dentists. So that was me. It was in me that I have to become a nurse. So I had it. Even it was my passion to be a nurse. Yeah.
Okay, because in some professionals, when they see women, they're like maybe at the end of the day, when they, for example, if it's a nurse, they cannot really look at a woman to turn out to be a doctor. They assume that all doctors are men. It's a male figure. They don't know that maybe a nurse could also turn out to be a male. They're like, most of the females are just nurses, and that's how it is. And maybe they decided to take a path at the end of maybe failing senior 4, and that is the path they decided to take. That is how they tag you.
No, it's not like that. On my side, okay, I did nursing. I enrolled in nursing.
Because of a passion.
Yeah,
was a passion.
Because it was my passion. So, but then I might cross to, with time, I might cross to midwifery because I want to be a midwife. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm a nurse. So, with time, I will proceed my journey.
You proceed your journey?
Yes.
Amazing. Well, it's a journey for most of us. I mean, something else. What? Let me ask you now, before waiting for you to cross over to become a midwife. Is it because someone in the family is a midwife, or
no?
You want to?
This is me.
Because certain things that you would want to see change in the hospitals, maybe how women are being affected. Could that be the reason?
It couldn't be the reason, like too much, but then as I'm a nurse right now,
practicing.
But yes, I'm practicing nursing, but then I want to extend the clinic to become a medical center. It's big, so you have to have all those units with you. Meanwhile, it's now a clinic, but now it will be, at times it will become a medical center.
Okay, I get your point.
Yes.
Like if you have a business and
you employ
you employ others who are better than you, it is better to also know what you're investing in. Beautiful. Okay, Rashida, just moving back to you. The courses you talked about that you did, especially when you decided to look at more to do with agriculture, studying the raw materials, the herbal medication itself. We cannot deny that there's so many talks that come through, or rumors or myths, that most of the herbal medication, or maybe the herbalists out there, it could be Bafere, and the prices are skyrocketing for some commodities. But earlier on, you did explain that those raw materials are gotten from Uganda. We're blessed as a nation. What would your take be like with such myths that are going through, and that's how they tag the herbalists?
When it comes to myths in life, the only way to curb such beliefs is by proving to them that actually this does exist. So a myth is something that people don't believe exists. So you proving to them, like how we are doing it at Jenna, we are proving to people that our medicine work. Our medicines are working. We're giving them the medicines, and people are sending us testimonies that the medicines are working. So we are taking away those myths that the medicine is actually there. So the other thing is that we are using the modern methods of producing our medicines. We are involving research. When you do research, you publish your research. So after publishing it, meaning anyone can be able to access it. So when someone says, no, this is fake, this is Bafere, then you have your published work and you're like, but this was done and this is science, and you believe in science at least.
Are people still purchasing or consuming more to do with the COVID-X itself? Because I am a testimony when it comes to COVID-X itself. Yes, are they still consuming it like before?
The people are consuming it because, one, the COVID-X was made with, it was supposed to be able to handle all viral infections, that is respiratory viral infections. That means if you have a flu, if you have a cough, you can still take it, because it is very good for the sore throat and all that. So people are still taking it because they're combining it with Jenna flu or combining it with Jenna cough. So you taking it, people are still buying it. So we are grateful that the Almighty is still leading us.
Okay, so I hope the prices did reduce because when looking back, with how tiny it was and effective, I should say, they would even ask for 100K to purchase that small tiny bottle. Did you try to follow up at least for the ones that are still consuming it at the moment?
Now the prices are now manageable because at that point, actually the time during COVID, at that time we were still selling it at a good price. But then you cannot control the
ones that are coming to buy at wholesale.
Yes, because for us we would sell at wholesale, but you cannot control the price the pharmacy decides to sell it at. So, but we follow up on the prices and we try to at least give a good range. So when we sell at a good price, also the pharmacies can be able to sell at a price that is not very demanding on them.
Okay.
But the price is now good.
It's normal. It's very affordable. Maybe something else. Is it only related for the respiratory purposes, or that is to do with sinuses, or at large?
So most of the products
with the kind of research that are you only focusing on the respiratory effects, or you're doing much more than that?
The fact that it is a product on the market, our regulations will always say that you have to give it at least one condition, because those are regulations. Though when it comes to herbal medicine, you're going to find that a herb can be able to handle a lot of ailments, a lot of conditions. So, but for us, we are selling it. We are selling it to be able to help with those viral infections, the respiratory infections mostly, but then also it can also be able to be an immune booster. So they do help in all other aspects. Yes.
Wow, that's really great. I'm off to Sandra right here. I know there's so many girls out there who would love to be nurses, but they're afraid, they don't want to do the sciences. Or maybe they're like, because of those talks that come at the back, of like, I think that one was a failure way back. That's why she decided to take on those other courses at the end of the day. They really want to be nurses. They have a big heart. They want to reach out, especially with the cases that we hear of the women, the maternal deaths and all that comes with it. They really want to run out to that particular profession and be able to support and lift up a sister out there, or maybe a woman. What would you advise them?
Being a nurse is not about you failed, because there is no way you can be in the nursing section when you failed sciences. Mainly around institutes around, which I will not mention, they don't even offer those ones who failed sciences in O level. So it's better if you admire being a nurse in you. You have to have that passion in you that I'm going to be a nurse, and you just love it. You love the job, you love the work, you love everything. You don't have that hatred on people, because patients are, there are people who can annoy you, but at a certain point, you will nurse, you know the ethics, so you come in ethics, then you cool.
Okay, so annoying in which way? They've done their research, they've already asked Mr. Google, and you're also telling them to take something else.
Yes. You know, a patient can come to you, she's like, last time I took Coatem, I took Panada, I took, okay. She or he had some medication for fever, but at the same point she doesn't want to test. She just wants the drugs to be given out. As a nurse, you have to let her know that, you know what, treating you with just tablets is not the way. We have to first pass through the tests, so we see how we can manage this.
Maybe because they're trying to calculate and you're like, now they're counting that drip, they're calculating the injections.
I know.
Let me just buy tablets and go away. Maybe they're thinking about their wallet.
Yeah, they think about their wallet without thinking about their life. So you can plan for your wallet, you don't plan for your life. At a certain point, you take those drugs, you don't get well. You be healed. So you are admitted somewhere, you pay something like 800 instead of the 100. Yeah, so that's it. So girls out there should get to know that if you have the passion of being a nurse, you just continue with sciences, just read. Sciences, being a nurse is good. It's good. Being a doctor is good. That profession is good. So I just tell those girls, oh, okay, young men there, young women, they can just enter in our field. It's really nice.
Their returns, eh?
Yeah.
There's making money.
Yeah. It's not making money. It's not all about.
It's not about making money.
Yeah.
Because also it comes in, since you operate in a clinic, I am happy that you're planning. You have great plans ahead.
Yeah.
And you want to expound and make it a medical center.
Yeah, medical center.
But not forgetting what they say. They say behind.
Behind what?
They say so many things when it comes to the clinics that the equipment will just tell you have malaria, whether you have it or you don't have. It will definitely tell you, because it cannot, the research or maybe the equipment cannot check for maybe bacterial infection. It only looks at malaria or typhoid.
Yeah.
Have you heard about such?
I have heard a lot of scenarios about clinics.
Because they want to get that money at the end of the day. They'll tell you that you have malaria, yet you could be just having a fever out of the flu and cough. How do you deal with that?
I understand, but if I read a medical clinic, it's a clinic, as I told you. It has a laboratory. So that's why I encourage those patients, once you come, you first test before we do the treatment. Yeah, even if you test, I give you tablets, but I know where to go. I can't test for malaria, you have typhoid, and at the same time, you want me to treat you for typhoid. For malaria, yet you don't have malaria, you have typhoid. That's why we encourage them to first test. We do all the tests mainly for a clinic. But you agree that some other clinics,
yeah, I agree.
They try to make money out of such scenarios.
I understand, yes. Okay, I'll cross over to Rashida once again. When it comes to your course, okay, to the herbalists themselves, what would you want to see change in your line of business or maybe your field, that maybe you're seeing other herbalists doing certain things that are not right, or maybe trying to mix the medication that we don't even know. The leaves I've gotten, you don't even know where I've gone to, the villages I have crossed. That is how they will start explaining to you. I've put about different tree, like 7 of them, they will try to explain to you the categories you might not even know about. What would you want to see change in that particular line of business?
I think what I would really want to see change is at least let's put, as Jenna, we are trying to push our medicine to, we're trying to push our medicine to that level of the normal conventional medicines. So I would like to see also the other herbalists trying to also push to that stage, so that as herbalists we are able to be respected in society. We are putting a lot of time and brains in these medicines. They're not just coming onto the market because we are just picking whatever is from there. No, we put time, we do serious research on these medicines. So I would like for the people to actually take use of their research and the time they're investing and actually produce very good quality medicines, so that we can also be a section of our own herbal medicine, and we are pushing it. We are telling doctors that this medicine is working, it is very good, and they actually can't believe us, because the other people who are just packaging it in those dirty containers, they have also changed. They have started to respect this medicine because it actually works. But because of these things that people are showcasing, the one you find that someone is just selling it on the street and they're just saying this and this and that. So if we can stop all that and all push together to that stage we want herbal medicine to go to, I think that is what I would look forward to.
Well, it's a journey. And I wish I'll get there. Maybe allow me commend you for the great work when it comes to COVID itself. I'm sure most of the Ugandans out there will be a witness as well. Are you appreciated with the kind of experience that you have, not only with Jenna, but you as a person, the investment that you've put in you, and appreciating what you do and looking out for the Ugandans and especially those operating in the same field that you do in? Do you feel you're appreciated as herbalists or as a woman who is standing out to take that path that you're taking? When it comes to the government, itself, are you appreciated? Have you been embraced in the communities that you live in? Or they're just like these women, now with the Jenna, or the herbalist, and it's the same old story?
No, I think with Jenna we have at least had basically a smooth ride a bit since the inception of COVID. So we have been a bit, at least I think we are better than the rest. But still, the acceptance is still a bit low. We still face a lot of people are not accepting it as much as we would want them to. Though we are pushing it so much, we are putting on online trainings to educate people. I think we share a lot of time. Professor teaches people a lot of times online. We prepare teaching sessions for him to train people. So we are trying as much as we can. We know it is a journey still. So this journey is one we are going to try until we get to the top. So as much as I'm a Jenna now, me as a person, the community I'm working in appreciates all the work I do. That is why I was able to get to section manager at Jenna in just a short period of time. I've been at Jenna for a very short time. I think I got to section manager in a space of like 6 months. Yes. So that means they are appreciating of the work that I do, and they are noticing that as much as I'm a woman, I can still make it. I can still lead a group of people. I can still get those products on the market, and still people appreciate them, and still people buy these products. So I think as a person I've been appreciated, but maybe it could be because I've been in an environment where everyone believes in herbal medicine. So I haven't had that experience with people who are not so much in belief. So because I studied at Mbara University, and I think because Professor is also a lecturer there, Mbara University is a bit accepting of herbal medicine. So we haven't had that much of a challenge Yes.
So we want the other institutions as well
Yes.
to take part and embrace the herbal medication itself and
Yes.
embrace such courses for the various students out there who would love to do that.
Yes, I think
And then the Ministry of Health itself,
the
because I
ministry-
know when COVID came up, a lot of research was, most of the effort was put in, and they welcomed all the different researchers out there to get together and create something that will find relief for all of us as Ugandans. Was it at some percentage? Was the effort the way they welcomed you and they searched out for you? Because I know there was really a lot that one had to go through deceiving itself.
So I think when it comes to the Ministry of Health now, this is something that a lot of us believe. I think it's like they just need to first see those results. You have to first go through that backward hard work, and then you come with something that is just going to go smoothly. So that is when they can be able to come in and do something. But also, for at least, we would hope that they would give us at least a bit of reprieve when we try to register most of our products. But you go through a lot of hassle. They want so much information, and so which you automatically have to provide, but still would want it to be a bit faster. Because at times, like let's say for COVID-X, it was a bit faster because it was a trying time. The medicine was needed and the people were fighting, the audience was fighting, they wanted the medicine as soon as possible. So I think also the Ministry of Health was on pressure. So they had to
speed up the whole process.
But at the same time still maintain at least the quality of the work they are doing. Yes.
Okay. Yes. We need to get the facts right. I'll just move to Sandra right here. Have you found any intimidations or maybe challenges standing out as a woman and you're a nurse? Even where you did study, I would love to know in your class, was it more of women or more of men?
My class was mixed. We had male nurses and female ones.
So there was a balance?
Yeah, there was a balance, but mostly women were there. Yeah. So my school, I didn't tell you about my school, Ishak Adventist. So that's my school where I studied from.
They embraced the women?
Yes, they embraced the women out there. So many girls out there. So yeah, nothing's it's not about girls only. Even male are there.
Now we want to know if we have the men that are supporting us.
Like how?
Not instead of just like, the women keep shouting empowerment, women empowerment, and they're not even doing anything. Some positions they cannot manage. We want to show them that we're able if we're given an opportunity.
Okay. As me and Nancy, men are out there. Men out there, they support us. Yeah, they support us. They come supporting us how?
Maybe starting from school. It could be like, in our classroom, the boys were teasing us. We had more of men taking on the course.
No, it wasn't about men, like more of them. They were there, but they are not teasing us. But they even respected us more. Because we used to be at a higher level than them.
When it comes to grades,
when it comes to retakes, grades, so for us, we knew that we are doing something we love. But for them, maybe they entered when they don't want, maybe they were inspired by someone, so they want to come in this course, then after they branch over to be a doctor or something else, but after passing through nursing. So for us,
for you were focused.
Yes.
It was a passion.
Yes.
For most of the women who were in the class. Okay, what would you want to see change so that we have more women being in your position, more women nurses that are being embraced and appreciated, and more midwives? Since you want to be a midwife yourself.
Yeah, I want to be a midwife. The change that I want to see, that girls should put in more effort in sciences. Even the government itself should employ so many so many lecturers, so many teachers for sciences. So girls there could love sciences because it's something simple and difficult. In the other way, if you are serious, it's simple. Yeah.
Okay, that's the order for you. Good to know you're still a part of this lovely episode coming your way this Wednesday morning as we continue to celebrate the women in business, women in ICT, enjoying the tech space, women in health, aviation. We've had so many of them, and as always say, I'm lucky and blessed to have them share their stories and them standing out to shine in whichever community they do live in, and standing out, enabling, creating an enabling environment for the youngsters out there, nurturing the boy child and the girl child. Great stuff that women are doing, magical hands, and of course, here as a national broadcaster, that's what we intend to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, 10 a.m. till 11 a.m. And this morning, our guest for the day, we're talking about health. So if you want to be a herbalist, there's a lot that Rashida has been sharing with us if you just joined us. And Sauda here, she's also a nurse, inspiring the young girls out there. You can stand out and stand tall and do great things and be appreciated as a nurse. Well, Rashida from Jenna, back to you again. What are some of the challenges that you've encountered as a woman in your field? Or you've been appreciated, like you've been narrating to us. You seem to be having at least lots of success stories come through. But I want to know, in your journey or in your path, any challenges that you've encountered. I know the talks that go on, that they say so much about the herbalists. Yes, want to find out some of the challenges you've encountered.
I think when it comes to challenges in herbal medicine, the women are actually very clear leaders in herbal medicine. If you notice, most of the companies in herbal medicine are actually mostly owned by women. So when it comes to the herbal medicine sector, there we are doing so well. But the challenges we normally face is that when in school, actually, I had you ask her about the class, and actually for us it's the opposite. Our classes, you're going to find the ladies are always less than the males in the class. Yes, which is a bit disheartening, because you would expect that at least the least that could happen is that they should at least balance out, because when I was doing my course at the university, my bachelor's course, our class was pretty small because the course was still new. So our class was pretty small. We were a class of about 6 or 7, and of those were only 2 ladies in that class, 2. So it was a bit, yet you'd find the other classes like BBA, accounting, the numbers are sort of balanced, or you find that the numbers are at least, the numbers are there, they're significant numbers. Yet when we're studying these ends in medicine, pharmacy, pharmaceutical sciences, you're going to find that the ladies are going to be very few. So that is where the problem is. I think a lot of ladies are not taking on the science courses, and maybe it's because of the talk that sciences are hard, that sciences are for the gents, and all this. But we are here and we are thriving, we are doing so well, and we are proud ladies that are doing sciences. We stand tall, and we actually do the work. Yes, we are good at doing the work, because as a female, the good thing about females being in the sciences, females are very analytical and they are patient. Yes, they're analytical and they are patient. They look at things and analyze them properly. That is why you're going to find that in most positions where they need a lot of those analytical skills, they'll put a lady, because they need their patience and their thought, their overthinking capacity there. It helps us a bit, it helps us a lot. So the girls should actually come and embrace the sciences. Yes, it's not only for the boys, the girls can do it, and they can be actually better.
Okay, now when it comes to your course, specifically on those, the plant species, and the herbal itself, getting to understand it, you did study in Mbarara,
Yes.
and it was a new course, like you put it earlier on. Is it like, can someone access it in the various institutions that we have? Someone wants to enroll, like now?
My undergraduate course, the pharmaceutical sciences, that one is only at Mbarara University. No other institutions in the country do have it. It's only at Mbarara University. Then my master's course, the Now, depending on the country, it's only in, I mean, depending on the university, I think in Makere it's just a master of pharmacognosy. I'm not sure how they term it, but it's just that. But at Mbarara University, they also add they also incorporate other forms of natural medicine treatment. You don't only do herbal medicine, you look at aromatherapy, you look at yoga, Ayurveda from all the different countries. You also look at the Chinese medicine. So they combine it with all natural forms of treatment.
So you have to first go through all. They're kind of like, okay, you need to first go through all of them, through all the stages until you specialize on who you really want to stand out to be?
Yes. Now, the good thing about postgraduate studying is that you normally do something that you love, something that you're passionate about. So that means, but as much as you're studying, you're going to have so much to study from, but you have to pick your nice one, the one that you feel that you love. So you're going to have so many courses.
Not just looking at it and you're like, okay, this one I can easily get into the job market and earn my money.
Yes. So you're going to have so many course units that you're doing, but you're going to always have that one that is just close to your heart. So in most cases, what they normally tell us is that learn a skill, learn something that is going to make you outstanding. Pick something from it. Actually, the first time I joined my course, and because the first person I met was Professor Guang, and he told us that for me, I like to have students who have a skill set. I will teach, but pick some skill that is just to you, something that you're going to be good at, something that is going to make you stand out. So I was a bit confused. I was like, so what am I supposed to do? I'm having over 100 course units. Which one can I fall in love with? So by the end of the time, by the time I left my master's program, I'd fallen in love with research, mostly research. And I'd come good at it, actually. I'm actually good at it, mostly the preclinical research where you use animals. That I became good. So I think that is what made me stand out.
Wow, that's so amazing. So when you get back to the institute, just imagine going back and you find some other students also having your passion on a particular skill.
Actually, for the time now, as much as I serve at Jenna, and we give you all these wonderful products, I also try to teach a bit for the students.
Because I'm looking at it, at least your touch. You should mentor someone out there.
Yes, I should be able to pass on this passion onto someone.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Yes, so I have to try to at least bribe someone to come and be. And
before they realize they'll
have already attached themselves to me.
They'll get hooked and have a bright future. Well, Sauda, what stands out when it comes to you? Some of the sweet memories that you carry in your field.
In my field,
I know it hurts. We come with a lot of pain and we're giving you headache. Walking into the clinic and then she's asking me so many things. I've just told her I'm in too much pain, but I know there are those moments.
Okay, there are challenges. There are some clients or patients. They come. Okay, they come with they come when they are totally healed. You tell him or her, do this. She's like, for me, they used to do this in the other clinic, in the other hospital. So it's a big challenge we face. So sometimes some of them, they minimize you according to because you are in a clinic. I don't know, but then they are like clinics. They have that bias. Clinics, they are after money. They are after what? So they are just there. They don't have that confidence in you. And some others, they have that confidence. So we deal with a lot of people, different characters. So you have to bear. That's why I told you in the first place that you have to have the passion in you that you are a nurse. So even you take ethics on your side. So if you are confident with what you are doing, so you have to let this patient know that what I'm going to give you is the right thing. So you don't need to be with your ideas that I use this, instead of quinine, I use a Tusnet. Instead of coartem, I use Ronat. So it's not the patient to tell you what to do. It's you to convince her what to take.
Upon the right thing that they should definitely take. Okay. Special moments? Special moments
at school?
Yes, through your journey and your path as a nurse.
They are not as well. Like, okay, there are some special moments that I have to, like, my first time at school. So students were there. Okay, we interacted as students. Then after somewhere, like for me, they forced me to come. They forced me to go in nursing. They forced me to do this. I'm like, me, I have to do this. By the way, I spent 2 weeks at home, telling my mother that, you know what, my mother, I want to be a nurse.
She really wanted you to be sure.
Yeah, no, she never wanted me. She never wanted me to be sure, because I've been telling her, I want to become a nurse, like not like others, but it was in me. So she was like, everyone is going to be a nurse at home. Everyone is a doctor at home. So me, at least you go to educ. So she wanted me to do education. Then I'm like, it's rather I sit, you look for money, I go for nursing. And she was like, okay.
So you had to do a sit-down strike for 2 weeks at home?
Yes. So I sat home. I was so patient. I was so patient. So I sat home. She got money. So we applied. They called me. Then she was like, I don't have all that money. You know, nursing is a bit expensive. So I need to be patient. So I was patient enough, not until I waited for she got the money, I started my journey. Yeah.
So you reached at school, and then others are like, I was just forced.
Yeah, I was just forced. You see, everything is paid. Everything was paid.
They have not struggled all through.
Yes, but she's there. I was just, in my first year, we had a challenge to the end of the first year. Okay, we do those practicals. You prick your fellow
student.
Yes. So it's a practical thing. So people were like, I fear blood. So if you fear blood, they are like, for you are not suitable for this profession. So they call your parent, what, so don't waste money, which, so you go home.
You negotiate, and then they go, they find some other course to do.
Yes, they find other course to do. They never wanted at all. We had like 6 of them.
Just pricking, and they don't want to see the blood.
They don't want to see the blood.
But they have good grades.
Yes.
So you cannot practice.
Yes. Even they pass science as well, but they don't want.
They don't want to see blood. They're not strong-hearted.
Maybe. Me, I referred to them to do pharmacy, because those things you don't see blood. Pharmacy, there is pharmacy, there's so many courses. Yeah.
But you still wanted them to be in the same path.
Yes.
Not to go away from medication.
Yes. Because they did sciences and they passed well.
Wow, that's really interesting. Oh, well, we have a few minutes to go. Just a few minutes, the top of the hour, 11 a.m. And before I'm kicked out of this place, out of studio, for other interesting programming coming your way this lovely Wednesday, I want us to hear from the ladies, something they would love to share with us before we let them go. I'll start with you, Rashida. What would you love? The viewer out there has been really inspired. You know, your BC, it's about inspiring Uganda. A message of encouragement, or maybe what you have at heart for the women, those in your field, the herbalists out there. Please feel free.
What I would say to the viewers and all the ladies out there is that there's nothing that you can't do in this world. You're very strong, you're very courageous, and you're very intelligent. We're very intelligent people. We can do everything that we put our minds to, and we are able to achieve it. And then all those that are out there, you can also come and visit us at Jenna. We love visitors. We love having them around. We love training. We do train people a lot. So they can come and visit us at Jenna, and we are good hosts.
Which side is that? Please
so
just
you
give
can
them the
come
location,
and visit us.
Or maybe they follow you on the socials.
Yes, they can come and visit us at our Luzira branch, that is Luzira Industrial Area. And then also at Arkwright, Walnut Avenue. Then our social media platforms are all Gender Life, Facebook, Instagram. We also have a LinkedIn profile, that is at Jenna Life Products. So you can visit us at all those platforms. We are able to answer to your questions. You can also be able to view some of our testimonies, because we post most of our testimonies on our social media platforms, so that people are not discouraged. Even our research, we put it on our website. You can visit our website. You're going to find all the research that we have done at Jenna. Yes.
Well, before we let Sauda go, I believe she also has a message for all of us to carry on as we enjoy Wednesday.
Okay. Viewers out there, as a nurse, I encourage you to enter the what? The profession. I encourage young women there to enter the profession. It is good, it is interesting, and you work some good money. If I told you, yeah, you know what you are doing.
There are returns, eh?
Yeah, there are returns, good
We don't
returns.
have to wait for government to yambe, take a meza,
you don't wait for all.
You have to wait for a Mwesigwa who is loaded to support you all through. That's interesting. I don't know if you're able to tell us the price of COVID at the moment, because I mean some pharmacies are still hiking it. Could it be above 10,000?
As I already said,
do you follow up the prices, or it depends on someone who is, it's their pharmacy, Monang?
Yes, it's their pharmacy. most times we cannot control how much they are selling it, but I would believe that lots of pharmacies must be selling it at about 10,000. Yes, about 10,000. Because I think at factory price it must be about 6,000. So the pharmacies should be around 10,000.
Okay. Well, that's all we had time for today's episode. Thank you so much for making time to always choose a national broadcaster here to inspire you. Happy to be here to serve you. My name is Sandra Kahunde. This morning I was joined by Rashida at the extreme end. That is Rashida Kagwa, Section Manager, Production at Jenna Herbals Uganda Limited. You can pay them a visit. And just next to Rashida, that is Sauda Nalubanjwa. She's a nurse. Farida is a medical. She's from Farida Medical Clinic. She earlier on gave you the directions. Well, great inspiration coming through from the women this morning. Keep it UBC. God bless you. We love you. And thank you once again for watching.